Hi, welcome to Ones Academy. In this video, we will learn how to manage testing with Ones.com. We hope it will help you better use Ones.com for test management. Throughout the entire development phase, test management ensures the quality of deliverables by efficiently organizing and completing test workflow. Before we dive into this session, let's take a quick look at some fundamental concepts. First, test case and test case library. Test cases are instructions for testers to follow to conduct testings, which usually contain testing steps, requirements, expected results, and other content. Test case library is a modular repository where test cases for common scenarios can be maintained and reused. Testers can manage all test cases here and categorize them by product or project. Then comes the test plan. A test plan is a process where testers, based on requirements or project specifications, identify the scope of testing tasks, owners, and use the above information to track the progress of testing phase. The final part is the test report. A test report is an analysis report of the testing plan, which showcases the execution status of the entire test plan and the distribution of defects in the test report. Next, we will explain how to conduct test management using Ones.com by walking you through a complete testing workflow. When you go to Ones test case, the first thing you will see is the overview, where you can see the test plans assigned to you and uncompleted test plans. You can also create test plans and test case library here. In Ones.com, you can set up separate permissions for test case library, test plans, and test reports. To manage permissions of different modules, Ones test case admin can go to Configuration, Test Case Settings, Permission. Before we start testing, it is necessary to establish and maintain a test case library. When creating a test case library, the first step is to select the configuration of test case fields. You can configure different fields for test cases according to different uses of the test case libraries. And Ones test case admin can go to Configuration, Test Case Settings to create and manage fields of test cases. We can create a test case library either based on a product or project, and then maintain the test case library by categorizing it into different functional modules. If there is a need to adjust the name and configuration of test case fields, you can go to the test case library settings page to make the changes. And the test case library admin can manage permissions within the library, such as who can view the library, who can create test cases, who can edit test cases, who can delete test cases, who can manage feature modules, etc. Now back to the test case library. Click on Create Test Case. Fill in the relevant fields required for the test case and create a test case in this test case library. In addition to creating them one by one, we can also import test cases through tables in mind maps that meet the format requirements. Then you can manage and maintain the test cases with the features such as move, copy, delete, sort, filter, and search. All the test cases will be maintained in the test case library. Once the test case library is well maintained, the testers can proceed to develop a test plan. In addition to the system preset fields, you can add custom fields for test plan. Ones test case admin configure test plan fields in Configuration, Test Case Settings, Test Plan field. Now testers can start to create test plan. When creating a test plan, we need to fill in the information such as plan name, assignee, and stages. It is recommended that you add linked projects and sprints when creating test plan in order to quickly know about bugs of related requirements. If you want to change the test plan's name, assignee, stages, or manage the permissions of test plans, you can go to Test Plan Settings, Test Plan Info. Once the test plan is created, you can add test cases to this plan by clicking Add Linked Test Case, and then select the library or module that needs to be added. and you can set an executor for each test case. If you need to change the links or fields of test plans, you can do it in Test Plan Settings, Test Plan Execution Settings. In the Links Settings page, you can edit the project's link to the test page, such as projects, sprints, bugs, other issue types, as well as whether to enable the requirements traceability metrics, also known as RTM. And in the Field Settings page, you can determine whether the testers need to fill in the note for test results or attached result files. When executing a test plan, you can use the RTM, Requirement Traceability Management component, to know about all the requirements linked to this test plan and track progress of their linked issues. Once you have prepared the test cases required for the test plan, you can proceed to the phase of test execution. Now we've added all the test cases, then we can click Start Test to execute the cases. When doing that, we can see the test cases' preconditions, steps, and expected results. If any step was failed in test execution, you can add a bug to that step or to the test case. When adding a bug, the linked projects and sprints will be set by default, and related steps and results will be automatically entered in the description text box. What testers need to do is to fill in the actual result and other fields for developers to check on them. After adding a bug, both testers and developers need to collaborate in bug management. After the bugs are fixed by developers, testers will execute test case again and again until the test is passed. Once all the test cases are executed in sequence according to the above steps, and the bugs are also fixed, when the test pass rate meets the expected criteria, the test plan is considered complete. Then we can proceed to the final testing report phase. The test plan is completed when all the test cases are executed and all the bugs are fixed. Testers can use the test reports to analyze the results of this test plan, and the admin can customize the report modules and save them as a template. You can also export the report to share it with other teammates. After tests, testers can learn about the quality of the project or sprint according to their bug reports. Ones.com has provided diverse bug reports. For example, if you look at the bug distribution report, you can clearly see the distribution of bugs in different status. This is the whole process of test management in Ones.com. Hope you have a better understanding of how to use Ones.com for test management. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, you can email us at support@ones.com. See you in the next session.